For this tutorial, I'm gonna make something that's in between this size and this size. Part of the reason why also is that if I turn on my earring, and if I were to grab this right now, it's I made this group for it, and if I were to move this over the X, and the earrings, they would be kind of big, and they would kind of almost touch the floor, the base floor of the stand. So, and also when I was to also bring this in, right, something like that. Then let's say, let me just copy this. Let me just get the exact numbers. Alright, so exact numbers. One second. Copy that. Alright, so they're exactly the same, opposite. I'm gonna show also how to do this reverse mirroring, the rotation going this way and this way. Yeah, I think that would be good. Design wise, it's kind of getting tight and crowded, because you kind of want to have some breathing room here and here, and you want a little bit more breathing room here. Here's the example. So in this one, they do, it does get tight, right? But then I personally think you should have some more space here and here, right? Here and here. And I think the base could be a little bit bigger, maybe not as big as this, just so it feels grounded and solid, and that someone can't just knock it over, just visually. Yeah, so this one. So proportionally, they're kind of comparing the display stand to the earrings. The display stand looks and feels puny compared to the earrings. Maybe the whole purpose was to make the earrings stand out, right? Probably, but still, regardless, I think a little bit bigger in between this and this would be a good balance in relation to the subject. That's what I think, and that's what I'm gonna make. Get these. I'm gonna just reset them to where they were, and to select the top layer, top group, right? I just press up arrow on the keyboard. I'll grab that. So instead of going over here and clicking it, so this one, right? So it's there and there. And this was over here, all set up. So I'm going to do something in the medium between this and this, like I mentioned. All right, so I'm going to hide this. Right. Give this a color, maybe like red. Then I'll give the original, I don't know, yellow, something like that, so I can see it. Okay, but then again, I gotta lock it. If I lock it, it doesn't even matter. Alright, so then also I'm gonna change the shaders to gray. All this stuff I gotta do right now. Where's my... One second. Alright, so I had to pause the video for a bit. I couldn't get my hypershade to pull up. So I need to go into the prefs folder and delete it and have everything reset back to default. So always remember that you can delete that prefs folder, but you have to close Maya first, and I'll save everything back to default. I'm gonna just give the display stand the default shader. gonna grab this. That's the default shader. Yeah, and then man, it does some weird stuff. Alright, whatever. Okay, good. Reference everything, good. Alright, fine. So let's find a good medium. First thing I want to do is, you know what? Grab it. I'm gonna move it. Grab it. Move it. Okay, good. Alright. Then I'm going to need to make a cube. So in here, make my modeling menu, cube. There's my cube. As soon as I make the cube, know where my front is, and then channel box inputs polycube 1. And the inputs height baseline -1, so that will lift it above the grid. Not only that, when you scale, it's gonna scale from the bottom up. Very convenient. Since I made that, I'm gonna immediately name it new display stand base. Alright, press R for scale. Anyway, here, right, I did the -1 at the bottom. Then let me see here, I'm gonna scale it. From the center, so something in between these three. Yeah, something like that. I think it's a good balance trade-off. Okay, so that's the stand. Let me see if I can add my divisions and it won't give me problems. Alright, so I added a division down the middle, but I want 3, I want 4, and I want the height depth to be 4, and there's a reason why. I want the height to be 4. Right. Alright, so why did I add these? Well, first I'm gonna right click, go to edge mode, and then I'm gonna turn on symmetry object X. Right. So left to right, it's gonna copy. I'm gonna click, right, on my front, and then I'm in edge mode. I'll pull it so that when I press 3, it's gonna start to hold together. And this looks kind of nice. I kind of like this shape. But the whole purpose is just to add a supporting edge to, which will in return hold the shape together so it doesn't smush in. And I also found this image reference. I don't care for this vertical stand, but I think the wood base, I think it looks nice. I think you might want to make that instead of the transparent one, right? The transparent one's alright, but I don't know, having the wood base is more earthy and organic, you know, so I don't know, just something to consider. So from here, next thing I want to do is again, right click, edge mode, double click that, but now I need to do symmetry on the Y. Why aren't you doing it? It should be fine, whatever. I'm gonna double click that. I'm gonna hold shift and double click that. Press R. I'm gonna just pull to something like that. Something where this looks comparable here and here, spacing. Press 3 and you notice that it starts to look nice. See? Nice soft bevel. This is my midline, right? I'm keeping that. And this is my midline going across. I'm keeping that because it can possibly help with UV mapping later and modeling, just coordinate the center line. So from here, next thing I want to do is when I press 3, I'm losing this edge. So that's why this part, edge mode, click, 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 press R. I'm gonna pull on this. Object mode, press 3. So now you have a nice cube, and there's no changes in the rotation. There's no changes in this. Everything is nice and clean. Okay, so that's that part. Again, I'm gonna make another cube from here. Here it is. It's 4 wireframe. Click on its inputs. Height baseline -1. And then I'm gonna name it new pole and new pole and hanger. So lift it up. Alt 5 for wireframe unshaded. Rest it around here, and it's definitely not as big. So I'm looking at one of my orthographics, so it's definitely bigger. So I'm gonna press R for scale from the center. So this is the original right here. This is the new one I made. So then, like I said, I'm gonna find a happy medium right around here. So thicker, thinner, medium. So that's what that is. And this is X-ray mode, which is this. Right? That's like what, 0.513, whatever. This one's like 3.089, something like that. And anyway, so this one, I'm gonna do an incremental save, Control Alt S. Before I leave, I'm going to let me check something. So here's the front. So this is the new pole. The new pole might, from the front view, the new pole, it might need to be a little bit wider, like this. Reason why is that when it splits up, when it branches out, right, it's gonna need that extra thickness. See what's happening here? So it doesn't look like a tentacle. This is too thin. I like this thicker like this. So, but it might need to be thick like this from the front view. See, now it matches more like this one. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna grab that. Move it over. So this one, So on that scale X is like 0.61, scale Z is at 0.513, right? Z is this way, so that's 0.513. X is like 0.61. Y, doesn't matter right now. But those are the baseline shape of it for the pole. So okay, so I'm gonna leave it like that, and next one I'm gonna jump right into just scaling this up and then branching out the trees, the branches, and from that it should be pretty much close to done.